I'm so nervous. I think this is possibly the worst plating that I've presented all season.
I need water.
Andy, bring up your dishes for tasting, please.
I hope these dishes are enough to get me into the finale. I hope that the carrot sings. I did a brown butter honey pistachio crumb carrot. In the center, we have red carrot coconut curry, and on the far end, carrot ginger soy dumpling and fried carrot tops.
It's colorful plate of dumplings. It's got some crispy. I assume you got some pickles in there. So you got a lot going on there. It's very pleasant. When I look at it, I say, wow. Did you make your own dumpling wrap?
I did not.
Why not?
Rush for time, no excuse there.
Well, look at the fill. Looks nice. Andy, I'm impressed. You honored the Chinese dumpling. The filling, amazing. I taste the carrots. I taste a lot of the Chinese spices, but not overpowering the carrot, which is essentially the star.
This gorgeous-looking dish of roasted carrots, it really looks so elegant. So you slow roasted these, intensify the sweetness.
Exactly.
I love the pistachio carrots, the way they're cooked. Beautiful and tender, just with a firm center, coated with that honey, the crackly, crunchy pieces from pistachio. I would only like to have seen maybe a touch of vinaigrette made from the juiced carrot. It would have just sort of been the crowning jewel.
Yeah.
That is a class act.
Thank you, Chef.
I'm gonna try the red carrot curry. The cook on the duck is pretty textbook. It's nicely rested. The carrot gets lost a little bit in that curry. The curry flavors are very powerful. I love the placement of 3 carrot applications on one plate, but I think it needs a little more carrot in the sauce. Otherwise, I think the dish is very smart.
Thank you, Chef. I don't know if I did enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Thea, you're up next.
This is my ticket to the finale. This is my chance to get to where I was in season 4. I did a play on a French onion soup. Then I did a apple and onion pork with some mustard seed. And this is a steak dish with onion sauce and various versions of onion.
Let me try the sirloin of beef
Yes,
with the multi-onions.
lots of onions in there.
Dish to me looks really attractive, and the steak beautifully cooked.
Thank you, Chef.
At the end of the cook, were you glad by any chance that Andy gave you the onion?
Honestly, this was very, very challenging. More challenging than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm really nervous.
I love the flavors of the simple sauteed onions. The onion that was charred on the skin lacks just a little bit of seasoning. Then you have this classic onion sauce referred to as a sauce soubise. Beautiful and creamy, yet it displays the flavors of the onion in a different manner. This really is a great accompaniment to a steak.
Thank you.
Talk to me about this onions and pork dish.
I wanted to do some sweet, kind of caramelized apple and some brightness from fresh onion.
Do you think that you could have done something different with the onion application in this dish?
I was thinking about doing an onion foam.
Yeah, I mean, if you take away the onion ring,
Yeah,
you know, you just have some chopped onion here, which to me is not that inspiring, to be honest with you. Pork is perfectly cooked. What I'm struggling with this dish right now, Thea, is that you have 2 onion applications, but the onion flavors, they're very similar to me. I wish that there was more creativity behind the onion.
This is your take on a French onion soup with little wontons, eh? So, beautifully presented. You made your own wrap, right? You made your own dumpling wrap. Let's taste this. Perfectly cooked, perfect consistency. I love the caramelized onions. Overall, it's very comforting and a very, very good take on the simple onion. I got the onion.
Good. I really hope the judges saw the diversity in my cook, the techniques, and that I didn't take the easy route.
Christopher, please bring up your beet dishes.
The first beet preparation is a palate cleanser. This is a beet and pomegranate sorbet. The second preparation is a classic salt-roasted beet salad with a little bit of smoked duck breast and a beet au gratin. And on the side, there's just a pine nut emulsion.
Let's take a look at the duck dish. I think the plate could have been a little larger. Would you agree?
I agree, Chef. I ran out of time for plating all of my dishes. I started plating when there was only 5 minutes left.
Are you happy with the cook on the duck?
Yes, Chef.
I think that looks very nice. The roasted beets shine through, and that's what you've achieved here in all its glory. Then you have this duck. I love that little hint of smoke. And then you get that goat cheese that has a wonderful creamy finish, but just a touch of acidity that livens up things. This could be the first dish that tastes better than it looks. Very nicely done.
Thank you, Chef.
This looks beautiful. You got a lot of techniques here. What is this? You roast the beetroot, you made it thin, right?
Scalloped.
Scalloped beetroot, so you sliced it very, very, very thin, and then you cooked it, right?
Yes.
Good idea. What excited me was the scallop of beetroot.
Yeah.
And that worked very well. It's got very unique textures. The pickled beetroot, could have used a bit more of it, okay? This sauce with the pine nut, it's also quite interesting. Give it a bit of richness. I like it. You have a lot of things coming together, but maybe just slightly a bit too much. Sometimes less can be more.
Yes, Chef.
This is your palate cleanser?
Yes, Chef. So this is a beet and pomegranate sorbet. It has a ginger foam and a bit of charred corn and just a splash of balsamic at the base.
There's a lot of components happening here, and it's very ambitious. The beet sorbet is very punchy, it's very clean. I like the flavor of the corn. I just don't like the texture. I have to be honest. Ginger foam, cream, beets. This dish confuses me a little bit. It seems like you have too many ideas floating around in your mind. I think when you're trying to innovate, not everyone's gonna get what you're doing. I do like where you were going with this. Sometimes you're ahead of your time.
I definitely overthought my concepts, and I'm disappointed that I might not make it to the finale.
Andrew, please bring your dishes up to the front.
I've worked so hard this entire time, pushing myself to new levels, and I just want to make it to the end.
This is a lamb cabbage roll with tomato sauce and creme fraiche. I have a cabbage and curry pakora with mint raita and red cabbage chutney. Last, choucroute garni, served with luncheon meat.
Well, I'm going to start off by trying your cabbage rolls. I'm anxious to tuck in and taste all those great flavors. The flavors are a little more subtle than I had anticipated. I was hoping for a little bit more of the allspice and those wonderful warm aromatics that I would associate with this dish. It's cooked really nicely. The tomato sauce is flavorful, but it's just the spice mix that I feel is MIA.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try the cabbage pakoras. Nice crunch. Wow, beautiful filling. I love this dish. I really do. I think that it captures the humble cabbage in such an elegant way. It's so crispy. I love the combination of the raita, the coriander. It's a solid dish.
Thank you, chef.
All right, charcuterie garni. Presentation-wise, I think you could have elevated the presentation. It just looks rustic. Let's focus on the flavor. You know, I don't care if you use luncheon meat, it's tasty. Your biggest problem is when this luncheon meat becomes kind of the starter dish, there's a big problem with that dish.
Yes, chef.
The cabbage, it's undercooked. You know, you're not getting the softness. The sauerkraut, which should be with the star of the dish, not getting the rest of the spices.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have you honored the cabbage? That is the question. Let's go back to your station.
Thank you.